Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. So, today's topic is going to be the struggle is in the stories, not the symptoms. I know a lot of you people are going to go, you're crazy. But hear me out. I'm going to take a nice couple of relaxing breaths. It's a beautiful day. Birds are singing. A little bit overcast. I think we might be getting some rain tomorrow. That's okay. Before I get into the video, if you like this content, think it might be valuable to somebody you know, share it. If you're on YouTube and you're not yet a subscriber, hit the red subscribe button. If you like the content, give it a thumbs up. There's a thumbs up button. That helps this content reach more people, and I would appreciate it. So, the struggle is in the stories, not the symptoms. What I mean by that is this. Stories are things we tell ourselves. It's the meaning we assign to the symptoms, the pains, the whatever we got going on. So the meaning we assign and the stories we tell are where we truly feel the struggle. Because if we're truly not thinking about it, we're not struggling. For example, if you are sleeping, where's the struggle? It doesn't exist because you're not thinking about it. You're not telling yourself the story. You're not assigning meaning to the symptoms, or how this symptom or that symptom affects our life, and how it can stop me from doing this or that, or I'm so afraid of it. Story. But without the story, is there a struggle? Can you notice your symptom from a place of fascination to go, wow, it's really fascinating how the brain can create symptoms seemingly out of nowhere, but it's not. It's fascinating how the brain can create symptoms simply based on the perception of danger. You know, it's not like the brain can go up to us and go, hey, look, come here. Something's not right in your life. Could be emotional, work, financial, stress, relationship, you name it. Could be, really intense emotions. Your brain's not like, hey, come here, let's sit down, let's have a chat about this. Its only voice is to create a symptom to protect us from whatever that perceived danger is. That's the only meaning you need to assign to it. Somebody in my group coaching asked the question, are my symptoms trying to tell me not to move to Florida, for example? Because the symptoms really kind of kicked up when he made that decision. And he's now saying, well, my symptoms are trying to tell me that I shouldn't move. And so my recommendation to this gentleman was, separate symptoms from your decision. If you want to go to Florida and you think that's the right decision for you, make that decision for yourself for the right reasons. How TMS plays into it, how perceived danger, pain, or other symptoms plays into it is irrelevant. If you weren't dealing with symptoms, what would your decision be about the move to Florida, for example? So separate the two. Symptoms, you can recover whether you go or not. The question is, where do you want to be? Right? And this gentleman is struggling due to the stories and the meaning and the assumption that his symptoms are trying to prevent him from going somewhere. The story is where the struggle is, not in the sensations themselves. Now, I will be candid with you. Nobody likes pain. Nobody likes other symptoms that are persistent. Nobody. But if you weren't thinking about them and they were just there, would you be struggling? right? Inevitably, anytime the symptoms grab you and go, hey, pay attention, we're going to start thinking about it. But can we lessen the struggle by thinking about the sensations in a different way? By going, I know what's going on, and recognizing that the sensations aren't evidence of damage. They're just evidence of the brain perceiving danger. So even if the sensations are really strong, it just means the brain's perception of danger is really strong. Try not to read anything into it. Don't look for hidden meanings. Don't project, this is going to be my life forever, and if I don't get rid of this by this date or that year or whatever, I'm going to be in trouble, and my life is going to be awful, and I haven't been there for my kid, and so struggle, struggle, story, story, story. But once you understand the meaning of these symptoms or pains is that your brain is perceiving danger, once you understand that, where's the need for the struggle? It's pretty simple. My brain's perceiving danger. Best way to get that to stop is to teach my brain I'm actually okay. Where's the struggle in that? Well, Dan, how do I do that? That's really hard, and what if I can't do it, and I'm not good enough at this, and I'm too freaked out, and I'm too nervous and anxious, and that's all story, right? That's not the symptom. The symptom is not causing the struggle. The story is. So what would happen if you decided not to engage in the story, especially the ones that are driven by fear and perceived danger? Because even fearful thoughts are just another symptom of a brain perceiving danger. So if you're feeling this sensation and you go, I know what that is, I'm going to be okay, and re-engage your brain in whatever you were doing when the sensation made itself known, well, a lot less struggle there, isn't it? As opposed to pain makes itself known, symptom makes itself known, and we launch into these long, descriptive stories coming right out of a horror movie that scare the heck out of us and keep us in the symptom because they keep the brain on high alert and perceiving danger. It's the stories that you're engaging in that cause most, if not all, of the struggle. So you can choose not to engage in the story. Call it out for what it is. Hey, brain, we know what this is. We don't have to be concerned because we know what it is. And by definition, symptoms created by a brain mean nothing other than the fact that the brain's perceiving danger. You're not broken. You're not mental. You're not emotionally disturbed. You're not spiritually broken. Your brain's perceiving danger, and it's going to protect you. And the voice it has is symptoms. Remember, it can't sit on the couch and go, come here, we got to talk. Something dangerous is going on, isn't it? Subconscious brain doesn't do that. Subconscious brain goes, here's a symptom. So, the struggle is in the stories, not the symptoms. Get a hold of your stories. Start rewriting those stories to be something purposeful, meaningful, solution-focused, like yesterday's video. You're going to struggle a lot less. And when you struggle a lot less because you're not engaging in the fearful, catastrophic, worried, I'll never get better stories, the danger alert comes down and you can start feeling better. So, notice your stories. That's where the struggle comes from. Pain without the story is just pain. It's not comfortable, it's not pleasant, but if you don't attach a story or a meaning to it, and you know it's temporary, well, okay, really hurts. Don't like it, but kind of so what? So I hope this makes sense to you. Notice your stories. Try not to engage in them too much. And that's where the struggle is. Drop the storytelling. Or tell yourself a better story, which is, I got this. I'm good. I know what it is. I don't have to be afraid. So I'm going to choose not to be. Got it? So I hope this makes sense. Love you all. I really do. And I appreciate you. Appreciate you watching. I appreciate your comments, your feedback, your love, support, caring. I appreciate you. So we'll see you soon. Take care.